For your legal question, the Justice Department has a civil rights investigation ongoing as well to determine if this was a hate crime. When a state files charges, does the Justice Department continue at full speed, or does it wait until the state prosecution is done before it continues?
In practical terms, they wait. I mean, they see how the original case plays out. That doesn't mean they stop investigating, but almost certainly there will be no federal charges filed while this homicide case is being worked through the Florida courts, and there won't be any resolution of the federal investigation until after we see how the Florida case is resolved.
Roland, you've been in touch with the family and their attorney throughout this case, and it is an investigation, and the media coverage has brought front and center, at times some quite divisive and at times some ugly issues, questions of race, questions whether the system was rigged against the 17-year-old black teenager because perhaps he was wearing a hoodie on this day. You heard the special prosecutor say she views everyone as a V, not B, meaning black, not W, meaning white, not H, being Hispanic. And also, just before her announcement, the Texas governor, Rick Scott, issued a statement understanding the tensions about this case, saying, no matter what Attorney Curry determines, I trust in the goodness of all Florida citizens to allow our justice system to reach an appropriate conclusion in this case. Do you believe, Roland, with this announcement tonight that Mr. Zimmerman is in custody, facing second-degree murder, that there will be more faith in the system and maybe less raw emotion, at least for now?
It is called let's wait and see. African Americans have always said, is it a question of justice or is it just us? When you look at the history of this country, that can be easily answered. And so, as Attorney Crump said, this is getting to first base. This is about what now happens in terms of how this whole thing goes forward. But also, it goes beyond this. Even when this case is adjudicated, the question is, what is next about the investigation of the Sanford Police Department, about the Seminole County DA, about their actions. But also, what has happened, John, this is a Trayvon Martin movement that is actually, a moment that is turning into a movement. So many people have been empowered to deal with the issue of social justice. I'm getting emails and tweets from other cases in Austin, Texas, in Atlanta, Georgia, and other places as well. It has certainly lit a fire among this generation, and we may very well see folks recognize that they should be demanding justice all across this country, not just in Sanford, Florida.
And Congresswoman, to that point, do you think, will there be, we know in Florida there's a debate about their stand your ground law. In other states there will be debates about similar laws. Will there be a federal look at these laws? I know you're a Democrat, you're in the minority at the moment, but do you believe there needs to be a discussion?
John, you know that we held the first opportunity for the parents and Attorney Crump and Parks to come to Washington, D.C. with a Judiciary Committee briefing where there was an outpouring by members of Congress. Yes, there will be a review of the nation's Stand Your Ground law. We recognize the sovereignty of states, but one of the failures of that law was one, as Mr. Crump said, the aggressor standard and the immunity standard. That has to be reviewed. Even the Republican state author of the bill said that it has to be reviewed. But I would also just add, just very quickly, the federal and state work together. Yes, they will probably not go forward. But in instances of James Barrett, in instances of cases like that from the state of Texas, in instances of cases that are coming into my office, this is not only a Trayvon moment or movement, but it is a question of revitalizing the criminal justice system to really say that justice is blind, that it addresses all pain, all victims the same way. And I think that's what the parents were crying out for, and God bless them with all of those who supported them. Here we are today. We got an arrest on a second-degree murder, but we now stand quietly and patiently under this justice system to watch and wait for this trial to proceed.
We need to snake in one more quick break. Our breaking news coverage will continue.